What's up, Taiwan? I'm Andrew Ryan with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. We begin today with the latest on the local elections. Every election season has its surprises. One year it's about bringing Disneyland to southern Taiwan. Another year it's about making sure the candidates don't have U.S. citizenship. This year, the most popular campaign attack strategy, go after your opponent's academic integrity. Leslie Liao explains.
我选择离开桃园市长选举的战场。
A rising political star brought down just before the election. Lin Zijian was the mayor of Hsinchu City from 2014 to 2022. Once he reached his term limit, his party, the Democratic Progressive Party, thought he still had promise. They chose him to run for Taoyuan City mayor, but Ling dropped out of the race after just 2 months. What took him down? Academic fraud. In July, the opposition Kuomintang accused Ling of plagiarizing his master's theses. And after investigating, not one but 2 schools revoked his master's degrees.
认定林志坚均就本案硕士学位论文之写作，确实存在抄袭情事，且情节重大，并建议依法撤销林志坚均硕士学位。
Ling's fall from grace led to a wave of accusations, not just from the KMT, but also from the DPP.
那身为一个议员，你的论文几乎全部都抄市政府报告。 你是寄生在市政府来拿学位的吧？
针对我的论文有6处输了引注，是我的失误，我会细心的检讨。选举要回归政策愿景，而不是泼脏水。
At least 9 candidates have come in the crosshairs in counties and cities across Taiwan. And in many cases, multiple candidates in the same race are accusing one another. It may be the hot campaign attack of 2022, but it's by no means a new tactic, and no one is immune.
There are still accusations against the current president Tsai Ing-wen regarding the authenticity of her thesis and degree. So this is not new.
Allegations against Tsai, though, have been debunked. Ye says there's a simple reason why academic papers are an easy target.
Everybody's thesis is kind of online available, so you just download it and run it by turning it in. You know whether it's plagiarized or not, right? So it's a very cost-efficient electoral campaign as you can do.
Ye says Taiwanese voters also care a lot about a candidate's education. They see it as a way to judge integrity and intelligence.
I think the big part of the reason is because Taiwan is is still kind of like a Confucius society, you know, where we emphasize on study as leeway of social mobility.
From the sheer number of accusations of plagiarism we've seen in 2022, you might think it's an effective form of attack. But is it? So far, it's only led to the downfall of one candidate. Alex Chen and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
The increasing threat from China and Russia's invasion of Ukraine have prompted Taiwan to rethink its defense strategy. But it's not just the country's military preparing for war. Taiwanese civilians are also taking the country's defense into their own hands. Rick Glowert reports.
Move in. Move.
This is Blockbuster, a 35-year-old veterinarian who spends Sunday afternoons with other young men learning combat skills.
我今天来这边是做一些军事上的训练了，因为中国那边蛮有可能会攻打台湾的。
In a disused building in Taiwan's central city of Taichung, members of a group known as Militia Taiwan are teaching themselves urban warfare techniques. It's in response to an increasingly aggressive China. Beijing claims Taiwan as its own and has recently upped threats of invasion, increasingly sending boats and planes into the air and waters around the country. Taiwan has overseen unprecedented military spending to counter China. promising to spend $19 billion on defense in 2023, including on new fighter jets. But civilian groups like these are also on the rise.
如果中共真的在台湾登陆的话，这分成2个情况。第一个是国家如果还没有瘫痪，那我就去国家发给我的位置去报到、去领枪、去接受训练，去执行国家给予的任务。但如果没有，那我就要把我周围我所知道的我的亲人、我的朋友聚集在一起，一起起来抵抗中共的入侵。
Come there, come there, come there。我可以自己止血。OK。右腿受伤。好，这边我挑。
Aside from fighting techniques, the members of Militia Taiwan are also learning disaster response and first aid, anything to help them prepare for war. It's not just the rising threat from China that is bringing ordinary people out to learn combat skills. Many people in Taiwan have been watching the war in Ukraine closely. They've come to realize it could be up to them to defend their country. Asahi, who set up the militia, says that they have been studying videos and other materials from Ukraine to inform their training, and that Ukraine's determination and success in fending off a much larger foe is inspiring more people to join them.
在乌俄战争之后，有非常多的台湾人，他们对于他们非常敬佩、尊敬，说像乌克兰，他们勇敢站出来保卫自己家园，像这是一个非常荣誉，然后非常值得去追求的，去守护自己家园的价值。
But watching developments in Ukraine is also forcing them to face up to the sacrifices they might need to make.
万一中国真的跟我们开战起来了，那我想我是有这个觉悟来，为了我想保护的东西而牺牲生命。那我就算我牺牲了也没关系，那我还有我的兄弟姐妹。
For now, war with China remains a threat. But for members of Militia Taiwan and others like them, confronting that threat is already a reality. Rick Yi and Rick Lowett for TaiwanPlus.
A Taiwanese delicacy that's popular during the Lunar New Year, mullet roe, is selling at the highest price in decades. The cost of raising the fish that produces the roe is getting more expensive, and that's left some fish farmers concerned about the future. John Van Trieste has more.
On the fish farms that dot Jiayi County in Taiwan South, this would normally be a busy time of year. Workers would be preparing salted cakes of mullet roe ahead of the Lunar New Year, when demand for the food spikes. But this season, many farms are quiet. Jiayi still specializes in the delicacy, producing around 900 tons of roe a year. But the cost of raising mullet is rising, recently reaching a 25-year high. And this, combined with the challenges of a changing climate, is leading a growing number of fish farmers to give up on raising mullet entirely.
那养殖面积减少很多的话，当然产量减少，鱼货的价格都会高。今年差不多涨1成。
Right now, the price of 300 grams of roe bought at its source will start from around $30. That's around $1.60 more expensive than last year.
是25年来价格最高的一年，养鱼的面积减少嘛，然后这个价钱已经到了最高点。
With inflation on the rise, household budgets across Taiwan are continuing to feel the financial pinch. As the months count down, local roe producers are growing anxious about the number of dinner tables that will include their seasonal luxury when the Lunar New Year rolls around. Alex Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Thanks for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, some images of a life-size statue of British writer Virginia Woolf recently unveiled in London. I'm Andrew Ryan. Take care and see you next time.